The unstoppable Stephen, the 82-year-old marathon runner who defied all odds. At 82 years old, most people assume slowing down is just part of life. Retirement, leisurely mornings, and a quiet routine. Maybe reading the newspaper over a cup of coffee. But Stephen Reynolds had no intention of following that script. Every single morning at sunrise, he laces up his running shoes and hits the pavement. Not for a casual stroll, Stephen runs. Rain or shine, through sweltering summers and icy winters, he runs. And last year, he completed his 20th marathon. But Stephen's journey wasn't always about fitness. In fact, if you had told him in his younger years that he'd be an athlete in his 80s, he would have laughed. A life of comfort almost cost him everything. For most of his life, Stephen never considered himself particularly active. He was a hardworking accountant, spending long hours behind a desk. Exercise, that was for athletes. Diet? Well, if it was fast and tasted good, that was all that mattered. His routine was simple. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. Mornings started with a large cup of sugary coffee and a donut, sometimes two. Lunches were spent at fast food restaurants, eating double cheeseburgers with fries. And dinner, whatever was easiest, often frozen meals, pizza, or takeout. I always figured I'd get serious about my health later, Stephen admitted. The problem was, later never came. Then on his 50th birthday, everything changed. While climbing a single flight of stairs, Stephen felt a sharp pain in his chest. His heart pounded, sweat dripped down his face, and he gasped for breath. He had to stop halfway up. At first, he dismissed it. Just getting older, right? But when the pain returned a few days later, he knew something was wrong. A trip to the doctor confirmed his fears. High blood pressure, prediabetes, and a serious warning. If you don't change now, you might not see 60. That sentence hit him like a ton of bricks. For years, he had ignored the signs, feeling sluggish, out of breath easily, struggling with constant fatigue. He thought it was just part of aging. It wasn't. He had two choices: keep going down the same path or take control of his future. That night, Stephen made a decision. He was going to change. The small steps that changed everything. At first, he started small. Morning walks, just a few minutes around the block, swapping soda for water, eating home-cooked meals instead of fast food. It wasn't easy. The first time he tried jogging, he barely made it to the end of the street before he had to stop. But he didn't quit. Each day, he pushed himself a little more. Those short walks turned into longer walks. The longer walks turned into light jogs. And eventually, he was running. By the time he was 65, something incredible happened. He ran his first full marathon. And from that moment on, he never looked back. Running towards a new life now, at 82, Stephen runs faster than people half his age. He's completed over 20 marathons and continues to train daily. What's his secret? Consistency, mindset, and never letting excuses win. I don't run because I have to, Stephen says. I run because it makes me feel alive. People ask me, aren't you too old for this? And I tell them, you're only as old as you let yourself feel. Every day you sit around waiting for life to happen, you're wasting time you'll never get back. Get up, move, do something. It's never too late to start. Stephen's story is a powerful reminder that your age doesn't define your future. Whether you're 50, 60, or even 80, you have the power to change your life. Feeling tired isn't just aging, it's a sign your body needs movement. Gaining weight isn't inevitable. It's about making smarter food choices. Losing strength isn't permanent. You can rebuild it at any age. The only thing stopping you from living your best life is the belief that it's too late. It's not too late. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Start small, walk around the block, make healthier choices. Keep going. Because if Stephen can run marathons in his 80s, what's stopping you from taking the first step? Inspired by Stephen's story? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more amazing real-life stories.